Something smells nice. And that's the intro. So, Retirement Friday Night Dinner. Hello there, YouTube. It's another F1 Career Mode live stream. Hungary round 12. If you haven't watched the rest of the rounds, well, check out my channel. And, yep. Let's just get straight on with it.
YouTube? The stream looks nice.
Hello, Jackie. You look nice. We're very excited about a new season for Friday Night Dinner starting next month.
Yeah. Don't mind me, I've got worms.
What's that? He's got worms.
I've got worms.
If it needed repeating.
Would anybody care for a schmoigel?
I would just see if there's a new Wilson.
I've heard the rumours. I don't think there'll be a dog at all.
Aww.
We'll see. But he kind of said at the end of the series that he would get a new one.
yeah, fucking makes him put a massive cross in the garden. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get a new dog tomorrow.
Yeah. So maybe not, but who knows? So.
I tell you what, all of a sudden, like, we've not been happy about the quality of TV for a while, but actually in the next few months we've got quite a few decent shows coming out. Drive to Survive.
There's been nothing for months, really, has there?
No, now we've got Drive to Survive, Friday Night Dinner, and Afterlife all coming out in the next few months.
Yeah, in the next coming months, yeah. 3 shows I'm looking forward to.
2 on Netflix, 1 on Channel 4.
In terms of movies, I've recently bought the Joker film. I've heard that's really good, so I can't wait to watch that. Sonic the Hedgehog. That's been doing well in cinemas. Love to watch that.
For some reason
I've got worms.
He's got worms. I don't know why it didn't save me doing that, but well. I'm actually going to switch to a couple of older engine parts for this one because it's Hungary and you don't really need the best engine for that. Yeah, we'll go that one. He's got worms. That'll do. Let's go to practice. I don't think this is going to be a good track for Williams, but we'll give it our best shot.
Pubs.
Give me my meat!
We open today in Budapest for the beginning of the Hungarian Grand.
You know that guy's in Chernobyl, Martin. He's brilliant in that.
That doesn't seem like...
Yeah, I saw him, was like, that's Martin from Friday Night Dinner. Like,
What
I
the...
can't believe he's in a show like that, as serious as that. It's like, wow, nice one. He's a really good actor.
I was going to say, that has to be a good actor to be Martin and then be suddenly a very serious character.
He plays as the leading... I don't know what the profession is. It's like a leading engineer. He's basically the boss at the Chernobyl station where it all goes wrong. And he's mostly to blame for it. Or at least most people put the blame on him for the incident. Basically, he's a twat. So it's really interesting to see 2 different characters this actor plays out. I need to know his name, his real name.
It says it in the opening credits of each Friday Night Dinner episode. It goes through the actors' names.
I know, and I still forget.
Yeah, no, I know all the others, but then again, I've seen them in a lot more things. Like, obviously, I know Simon Bird's obviously been in Betweeners. Tom Rosenthal was in Plebs, which is another show I used to really enjoy.
Because of the Betweeners and watching Simon Bird that I ended up watching Friday Night Dinner at all.
Yeah.
When he's watching... his brother is like... When he's watching... no, he's not watching, he's listening to Formula 1 during a funeral.
Yeah. Yes, go on!
a tile.
Sorry.
That'd be so us, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Kevin! Lewis is for Kevin!
We're all very gutted he's passed away. Kara! I mean, do continue. Oh, but to be fair, I know why he was so keen to listen to the Monaco Grand Prix.
Also, another joke in there when his brother's like, you know, to say you love Formula 1 so much, you are shit at driving.
Yeah. Again, that could be me.
Well, I don't even have a license, so.
Neither do I, and with good reason.
Mainly because I just watch other people drive, it puts me off. Just all the stress, all the traffic, the amount of money, it's just...
Great stuff. You pretty much nailed this.
Oh, just got a purple score.
Until I really need one.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't drive either, but to be honest with you, the thought of me driving terrifies me.
It don't terrify me, I feel like it would stress me out a lot, and it does cost money too. And I love travelling right now, so if I were to get a car, it would postpone that.
Yeah, because money go towards that.
Yeah.
Still think,
eventually I'll settle down, but not now.
still think in the next few years I would love to go to an F1 weekend. Money, you know, permitting.
We can, eventually. Although I'd like to do it abroad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
I
think
don't want to go
Spa would be
Silverstone.
the best place to go. It's cheaper than actually going to Silverstone.
Yes, I know. Which sounds mental. It's cheaper to go abroad and watch a Grand Prix than it is just to go to Silverstone. That doesn't sound
cheaper to
right.
get a fucking flight. Watching it. And the best thing about it is we can have a look around Belgium. So
I was gonna say there's a couple like this track I'm doing now. Budapest is another one that's.
Budapest.
For God's sake. Obviously, Spa as well is a great race as well to go to. I'd love to like be positioned, you know, near where Eau Rouge is.
I've never went to Grand Prix weekend, so I'd love to do that. As much as I like the Silverstone track, it's silly how much it costs, and the weather is always bad, usually.
Well, Spa can be hit and miss in terms of weather, but
What most people do at Silverstone is camping.
yeah.
I don't really do that. I've done
No.
camping. Been there, done that.
No, I'd rather
It's
just
alright.
get a hotel for the weekend.
Yeah.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Wheel in the grass if I'm being a bit careless. And I'm not going to a Dutch Grand Prix. I can't stand to be in close proximity to that. But having said that, I know Spa's pretty heavy on Verstappen fans as well. To be fair, most places
Most tracks
are. Yeah.
Most tracks are.
But to be fair, the Dutch Grand Prix will be next level.
Oh, Dutch Grand Prix is going to be insane.
Oh yeah. I reckon
It's
it's.
sea of orange.
I'm guessing it's already sold out. I don't actually know. I'd be shocked if it hasn't.
We all know why they put in the Dutch Grand Prix.
Yeah.
It's so obvious.
But by the same token, they've lost the German Grand Prix, so one middle finger up to Vettel.
Yeah.
Got two Canadians on the grid this year, which is mental. Although I can't really remember Canadian fans going that mental for Lance Stroll last year.
So far, we're getting great data. Stay focused.
I think his dad gets more excited. There's quite a few options European race-wise. I think Belgium or Hungary would definitely be the best shouts, but I think Spa as a venue is better. But they're two of the cheapest ones, aren't they? Belgium and Hungary.
Yeah. And, you know, you get to see the country, you know. You get to explore, you know, Belgian chocolate and all that.
Yeah. Oh. Shock.
Chocolate!
And they're both in August usually as well, which is a nice time to go.
Yeah, it'd be a nice time, like, weather-wise.
I want to do it before Lewis retires as well.
Yeah.
Great
Well, we
lap.
never know
You've
when
nailed
it will
what we asked
retire.
for. Keep it up.
I think he'll definitely be there 2021. I'll be very shocked if he doesn't sign a Mercedes contract at some point this year.
It all depends on how he feels. That's Mercedes. I think he'll probably stay until 2023, 2024. But that's that's just a guess.
Yeah, they were talking about him during testing today and saying like, if I reckon he'll get like 8 titles minimum.
Who thinks that he'll get 8 titles minimum?
Because mixture of Palmer and the other commentator.
Oh. I'm not sure about that. I think he's got a great chance for a 7th title. 2021, anything could happen, really.
And Julian Palmer was touching on it's scary that like Lewis Hamilton. Oh, thank you McLaren, much appreciated. Well, that's really messed up my qualifying simulation, hasn't it? Carlos Sainz.
But you think at Lewis's age, you think he's already hit his peak.
But he says he hasn't.
And I believe him.
Which is scary.
He seems to be getting stronger and stronger. It's incredible. You know, he probably thought last year was his best year. And he's probably right, although I felt like 2018 was a fantastic year for him, because Ferrari were quick.
I
Just to get ahead of him.
Yeah, they were just saying like, you know, not only he says he's not at his peak yet, but he seems more determined, more motivated than ever. They're saying as well, like, even when he does hit his peak, it's not like he's suddenly going to completely lose all ability to drive it. You know, it'd take a while before he comes down the other side of that as well. So, you know, it could be very competitive for a good 5-6 years yet, if he chooses to stay there that long.
Well, that's it. I think the fact that he knows he's with a good team motivates him even more. Which is hugely important. Say he's become very competitive in 2021, then that can change massively.
They also reckon part of his like brilliant his mindset is because of just because he doesn't he treats F1 not as a bit of fun, but do you know what I mean? Like he's not as serious about it as maybe other people are, other drivers are, because he has things on the side like his clothing label, his music, and
He even said like, in the
like
Netflix trailer, he's like, well, you've got to stay calm and composed.
yeah.
He's
So,
very relaxed, but obviously he takes it seriously.
yeah.
He's very good dealing with pressure. And that in F1 you definitely need, because F1 is constant pressure everywhere.
And they were saying like with Vettel, whereas with Vettel you can always pretty much read in an interview where his mind's at. He's very easy to read. They were discussing Vettel as well, and it's something we've discussed as well. Like if he was to leave Ferrari, there isn't really many places available for him.
This is the last lap of the program. Final lap of the program.
Well, he talked to Red Bull, didn't he? there was a possible seat there, and it sounds like it's going to be a no.
Like Palmer was saying, like even if Hamilton wasn't to re-sign with Mercedes, it's at that point now where Mercedes would see Vettel as a step down from Lewis Hamilton because he just hasn't been on Lewis's level in recent years.
I think they'd be more interested in, say, Charles Leclerc or Max Verstappen if they were available.
You saying that purely because he's German?
Who?
Vettel, do you think that would play a part in Mercedes' thinking if Hamilton didn't re-sign? Would they be interested in Vettel because he's German? Maybe more than they would be otherwise?
No. I think
The session
I
has
don't
drawn
think
to a
Mercedes
close,
are like
so
that.
let's
I mean,
review
I
our
know
top
they liked
three.
Nico
Leclerc,
because he was
Perez,
German.
and Max Verstappen. What an incredible
However,
practice session.
it's more important to have a successful driver than a driver who's just German.
Mm.
And that's why they love Lewis Hamilton. Right now, they won't want Lewis Hamilton to be at any other team.
One point they mentioned as well, which I thought would be quite interesting to bring up with yourself. Do you think Vettel would have been affected by the fact that during the off-season, Ferrari gave a massive new contract to Leclerc? And obviously he's in the last year of his contract.
Massively. I think that's why he went with talks with Red Bull. I think that's what it initially started it. I think as soon as he heard Leclerc got a multi-year deal, that's when he decided, right, let's see if there's anything elsewhere, and spoke with Red Bull. Although I'm really surprised with that because I can't imagine Vettel and Verstappen being in the same team.
They've had quite a few incidents in recent years.
So it kind of baffled me that he want to turn with him there.
And it baffled me if Red Bull wanted it to happen because it for me it would strike me very much as a Vettel Webber situation all over again, which I think is what they're trying to avoid.
So if Red Bull don't want him, and even if they did, Verstappen will be there for sure. So it'd be bad for him to go there. Mercedes, Lewis will be there.
We think it's going to be a cracker.
Renault, well, I don't think he'd like to.
I don't think he'd want to. And there is less than convincing evidence that Renault are actually going in the right direction.
I was looking at some highlights of previous races here.
Well,
and the one
I
thing
feel
that
like
really
with
stood out to me was the rundown
with
to
the
turn one. It's
regulations,
not an easy one to navigate as everyone is scrapping to get into there first.
I feel like
we've seen in the past how
the ones with the engine suppliers are still the top teams. I mean, yeah, there's Racing Point, there's McLaren, but I don't feel like they'll ever be a championship-winning team.
But to be fair, you mentioned that Vettel wouldn't want to go up against Ricciardo, but a lot of the rumours are suggesting that if Vettel wasn't to re-sign with Ferrari, Ferrari's preference might be to have Daniel Ricciardo from Renault. And I can't see Ricciardo turning that down.
You mean for Ferrari?
Yeah.
Right, but they're not going to replace Charles Leclerc, are they? You mean
No, that's what I mean. If Vettel isn't going to stay at Ferrari, so obviously you mentioned that Vettel wouldn't want to go to Renault because he'd be up against Ricciardo.
You're saying he would go to Renault if Ricciardo weren't there because he's moved to Ferrari?
Well, I'm just saying it could be. I'm not saying Vettel would go to Renault, but I'm saying like the reasoning might not be that he'd be scared of facing off against Ricciardo, because it might very well be that Ricciardo is the one that takes his seat at Ferrari.
Well, yeah. I can't see Ricciardo getting a seat at Ferrari, but
I couldn't see him turning it down if he got offered it, though.
well, who would turn it down? Really?
Lewis, maybe? At a push? Verstappen, maybe? I don't know.
I'd say only Lewis would turn down a seat at Ferrari at this point.
Not even
maybe
Max.
Maybe Max Verstappen as well, depending how badly Ferrari do. I'd say Lewis would be the only driver to turn that down, I think.
Right.
Of
I'll get these
course,
changes
there is
made.
Leclerc in the team, so it's drivers will look at that and go, well, no, who are you favouring here? Are we equals, or are you favouring him?
Yeah, that's it.
Because
It's-
Ferrari do like their number ones and twos. I mean, literally, when Leclerc joined, they were like, well, Vettel's our number one here.
which went really
And
well.
literally, after a few races, they couldn't decide.
And now they're going into it with the same viewpoint of, well, which good, they can be both equals. I think for Ferrari, they're going to really be hoping that one of their drivers has an advantage, so then they have an excuse to have a number one driver in the second half of the year. Likelihood is it probably be
This year
Leclerc.
they're having a car suited to Vettel. Well, testing didn't really suit, did he?
Oh yeah, a car suits Vettel breaking down.
Look, Leclerc really showed him up. He really did. Just like Ricciardo did when he was at Red Bull for the year with Vettel. To me, the longer Vettel stays in F1, the longer I think he's been lucky to have such a fast car. His Red Bull years. You look at his titles, his race victories, and go, well, that was a very good car. The more I think, well, a lot of drivers could have been in that position for titles.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Having said that, despite that, and I don't think I don't think Vettel is worthy of 4 world titles personally. But what I would say
He's
is
a good driver, though.
he was a much better driver back then than what he is now.
I think so. I think confidence is key in Formula 1, and he had a lot of confidence back then.
Vettel to me looks like someone who mentally isn't the strongest, and he just struggle when things aren't going his way.
Yeah, I feel like with like the first half of 2017 and 2018, Vettel was on fire. And he had a lot of confidence as well. He really believed he could win the title for Ferrari, and he was winning races and doing a very good
We're
job.
20th
He
in
led
the
the
speed trap,
championship a couple of times,
187 point.
and then disaster struck. Couldn't keep the pressure going with Hamilton. Just blew up. And then the confidence dipped.
Yeah. I'd argue as well that Valtteri Bottas is another driver that is a bit of a confidence driver.
They're not. They have to stay confident, otherwise if they don't, then it really affects the performance. Like Daniel Kvyat when he got demoted from Red Bull, that changed massively his driving.
Weirdly, Gasly looked better back at Toro Rosso.
Yeah.
Ferrari are not short of options. That's the worrying thing for Vettel, I think, as well, is that it's not like Ferrari need to keep Vettel around. They have plenty of options now. See, Ricciardo's one driver we mentioned, but Carlos Sainz is another potential. If Mercedes don't want to keep Bottas, you've got to think that they'd consider him. There's a few others as well you could put in the reckoning as well. So, you know, whereas maybe a couple of years ago there wasn't as many options, we do have a lot of good drivers on the grid now, which I think could step up to that seat if required. Vettel's not irreplaceable anymore.
For sure.
We're 20th in the speed trap,
I don't think it'd be too long
187.9
before
miles per
Vettel will
hour.
leave F1, to be fair. If you had to ask me who would leave first, Hamilton or Vettel, I'd say Vettel.
Yeah, 110%. I'm very 50-50 over whether he'll be on the grid next year, Vettel. I pretty much wrote off he'd be on the grid this year, so I'm not going to do that again. But I'm 50-50 at the moment.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, but he's still around. But I think it will happen
You're doing
eventually.
a great job. We're much higher up the field than we expected to be.
He just isn't the same driver anymore, and he's the competition around him's getting stronger, and the chance of him winning a world title are getting less and less.
His big chance for me was 2018.
The Germany crash.
That was massive, absolutely massive.
He was cruising to the win.
Yeah. 2017 Singapore.
He just doesn't cope well under pressure anymore. And you can, I mean...
Well, a lot of people argue, like, was he ever good at racing people, like, wheel to wheel? I think he has his good moments.
I think he was better than what he is now. I mean, I never thought he was amazing at racing people, but he's got worse at it.
Yeah. Because you could argue when he got his titles at Red Bull, he didn't really have to make many overtakes. So...
Right, let's go for one more quali lap.
One thing I'll give Vettel though, although I didn't like him in his Red Bull years, not really him, but the lack of competition around him.
Yeah.
That's partly Red Bull to blame as well. I have to thank him though for being such a good rival to Lewis and being an entertaining F1 driver.
It's a shame the drivers. It's a shame the fans sometimes have to be so toxic because there's clear respect. There's clear respect between the two drivers.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a rivalry. You know, it's like, no, I treated Vettel as a villain, but not so much anymore.
No.
Yeah, it's great. I want him to stick around. I really do.
F1's a better place having him in it.
Yeah. But only if he's performing at his best.
Yeah, absolutely.
He still has those moments. I don't know if it's fading away or if it's just lost confidence.
Germany this year, he was superb.
Yeah, Germany was fantastic. He had a good race in Singapore as well. But I'd say Singapore is his strongest track.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. He's always been pretty good at Suzuka as well, usually.
Yeah.
Well, I've improved a bit on this lap, not by much, but let's see what it does for me.
Good work.
Oh, I've dropped down to 15th, so this is probably a good job I did improve, actually.
And with qualifying complete...
Oh,
let's review
George
our top
Russell,
three
you
today.
son of a
Albon,
gun.
Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to
George
join us
Russell's
then
literally out
for what will
qualified me
no
by
doubt
one
be a
place and half a
fantastic
tenth.
race.
No, unlucky.
It's difficult at Hungary, like our first laps are really similar as well. I think Hungary is one of those tracks where it's very difficult to outperform the car. But to be fair, 14th, 15th around the track we're not really meant to be that good at. It's not bad.
You say that, Sergio Perez is like 5th.
Well, he's 8th compared to Stroll 16th, but it is Stroll. And on pole is Alex Albon. That's very surprising. He's on pole ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Fair play, great effort. Alfa Romeos are doing a bit better than this weekend than I thought would. Same with Toro Rosso. The struggling teams are Haas, Renault and McLaren, really. Although Norris is 7th and Sainz is 20th. A bit odd. No, I don't think I could have gone much quicker, to be honest. I think that's just the limit of this car around this track. If we'd have had that aero upgrade, maybe we could have pushed the top 10, but fortunately it failed. Give it my all in the race. To be fair, I need to get 14th just to get those resource points. I'm targeting 14th. I'm beating George Russell. I think that's a decent target. Yeah, there's a couple of teams down the grid. I know it's only testing, but there's a couple of teams that could do with a very promising week next week, because there's a couple of teams already that I look at and I worry about. Ferrari, Renault, I think even Haas to an extent as well. I mean, particularly Renault, because they've got a couple. Well, Ava, like you said, they've got their own engine, which is a massive advantage.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Another season being behind McLaren would be disastrous for them. Especially now they've got, in my opinion, two drivers in Ricciardo and Ocon who, two things: A, they're both very good drivers, and B, I think they're both quite, that's what the word is, they've got big expectations in their careers. Like, they don't want to be in a struggling team.
No, they want to fight for wins and eventually the championship. Renault had a poor year. I don't care what anyone says. Everyone expected them to close the top 3, and they didn't. They didn't even get 4th.
They didn't even beat the other team using their engine.
Yeah. How'd you explain that to your bosses?
Yeah, someone's making better use of our engine than we are.
I think it just showed that how well McLaren did on their car aerodynamically.
Yeah.
Compared to Renault's. So clearly, they need to work on more than just their engine.
For today's exciting race, Alexander Albon will lead us away from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front.
It's weird. Crofty just called him Alexander Albon. I'm sorry, but I've never heard Alex Albon be called Alexander.
Perez, Gasly, and Antonio
Alexander.
Giovinazzi,
I know.
Fiat,
Bit formal.
and Russell.
So, yes, that's
The
very
scientist,
good.
Stroll, Kevin Magnussen, and Nico Hulkenberg.
Alexander.
Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the
I've
grid.
never called him that.
Lights out.
I've always
Just
called him
moments
Alex.
away. It's time to go down to the track.
I've always called it.
Higher than we were expecting. So see if you can keep this position in the
Yeah,
race.
the only good thing, like, although I haven't watched all the testing coverage. If I couldn't, Jesus Christ, I'm not that much of an F1 addict. But I did enjoy some of the conversations they're having. Another driver they talked about quite a lot was Alex Albon. And they were trying to figure out, like, what do Red Bull want and expect from Albon this year? What are they looking for from him?
To finish behind Max.
So to be...
What I mean specifically is finish behind Max in terms of position. So if Max is 4th, they want Albon to be 5th.
If they're in a position to fight for wins and Max has a problem, do they want Alex to be in a position to take advantage?
I don't think they'll go that far.
What do you think Albon can do this year? How high would you rate him?
I think he's good, but I don't think he's at Max level. And he'll perform better than what Gasly did. So I expect him to finish in the top 6, which is where I think Red Bull want him to be, so they can get points for the constructors. I think they want a good second driver to Max, and I think Albon will do that.
Yeah. They could, man, I mean,
I want him to challenge Max and compete, I just
let's
don't
focus
think
now for the rest of the race.
he's definitely not there yet. He is quite young, so it's...
Yeah.
Whereas Max is experienced now. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, he's only, what, 22? But it's
22, yes.
7th year now, isn't it?
It's be 6th year.
6th year.
Yeah.
So he's got 5 years experience already.
This is only Albon's 2nd full season.
Yeah. So I'd be very surprised if Albon would end up challenging Max. So yeah, Gasly wasn't finishing in the top 6, that's why he was demoted.
And rightly so. For what? Yeah. I know Red Bull can be harsh sometimes, but I think they actually gave him...
They gave him a lot of time. Kvyat demoted him, that was just because they wanted Max in the car. I don't care what anyone says. That was savage. Twats on that.
Yeah.
But that decision on demoting Gasly was the right one. He was battling Toro Rossos.
Yeah.
Several times, on several occasions. And he rarely finished in the top 6. Whereas Max was consistently doing that. So...
train forming behind my teammate, which I'm a part of.
Albon just needs to finish consistently in the top 6, and they'll be happy to keep him up.
If Red Bull are quicker than Ferrari, there's a good chance for Alex Albon maybe to score some podiums as well this year.
Unless if Lewis takes him out.
It was a tough one to judge. I know Lewis blamed himself, but I don't think Lewis was 100% to blame for that. Albon should not have left the door as open as what he did.
It was half open. I felt Lewis was a bit desperate in the move. I know it was that point he won the title now. I was just going through it, which is fair enough, but I felt like he just went for it for going for its sake. I do quite. Lap.
Yeah. I could do quite enjoy watching Lewis when he's won the championship and he doesn't have to.
I think that move was just a fuck it move.
Yeah.
You know, see what happens.
He might have actually pulled it off if he hadn't locked up.
Say if that was several races before, then the championship was still on, he wouldn't have done.
Stroll move out the pissing way. In terms of Verstappen, for me, I think it's certainly what I expect from him this year. It's his 6th season now. He needs to cut out these silly races where he drives like an idiot. He needs to be more consistent. We know what he can do, he just needs to produce it more consistently.
Last year was his best year. Consistently, it was really good. Really, really good. He finished well in the championship. But he still had moments of immaturity. Mexico was by far his worst weekend. By far. Revealing that he did slow down on the yellow flags, which caused him to get a penalty, was a rookie error.
We're now going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over.
He got into contact with Lewis on lap 1. He likes doing that, getting in contact with the cars on the first lap. It's like the race isn't over after 1 lap.
You can't, like I say, you can't win the race on lap 1, but you can lose it.
Yeah. And that's where he ended up at the back. He got frustrated, and then he hit Bottas. So Verstappen was at the back again. Got into contact with Magnussen as well. Very, very bad weekend that was. But it was a good year overall for him. It was the best year, and he's finally learning, I think. Mexico was a concern.
We might want to pit early. There's His car's bunched
I'm
up
just
ahead.
gonna call that a bad weekend for him.
We
He's all
want to pit
drivers
this
do.
lap, so push now.
So I think we'll see more from Max. He's hired a trainer now, so I'm expecting to perform a lot better this year. He did well last year, and I think he'll do better this year. In fact, actually, the first half of last year, we even said, "Who do you think was like the driver was like the halfway point of the season?"
And we gave it to him.
Yeah.
That's the thing, as much as I dislike, well, his fan base mostly, and sometimes how immature he is, I'm not just gonna say he's doing well when he's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not just gonna be harsh on him for no reason.
I tried to be as realistic as possible.
Impartial.
Yeah, I'm only saying he's immature in previous years. It's because he was. I'm trying to be as honest as possible.
Don't forget, box this lap.
Last year was a good year for him. He just had one really bad race, really.
It's like when I saw some comments saying like, "Oh, British fans only rate Russell and Norris because, you know, they're British." It's like, do you not see all the stick we used to give Julian Palmer?
Palmer was terrible.
Yeah, I wasn't just going to say Palmer was good because he was British. He wasn't. He was awful. Chilton wasn't that good either.
Well, no, he is a great commentator.
Oh,
I hope he sticks around. I absolutely love him.
that's the reason. That's part of the reason why I've actually watched more of the testing coverage than I planned to, because he's been in the commentary box. It's been nice listening to him. I hope.
I think
After these tyres
like,
now, we want to
Formula
finish the
1
race on this
coverage
compound.
has noticed that, so they give him more screen time.
Well, I'm hoping that, because technically it's Sky's coverage of testing. I'm hoping that's meaning he's going to be part of Sky's team this year.
But all he had was YouTube clips. Now he's getting a lot more coverage.
He was on the radio as well. But
He's
yeah,
he's getting popular. He is getting popular.
he was on doing radio 5 Live commentary for BBC. But yeah, I know what you mean.
I love listening to him and Ted Kravitz.
Yeah, both him and
Nico Rosberg sometimes when he's on. I know he's not on all the time, but when he is, it's good.
does it say a lot? I was gonna say, does it say a lot today that like I was enjoying listening to Kravitz and Palmer in the commentary box, and then they brought in Johnny Herbert for the first time, and I switched off after about 20 minutes.
Johnny Herbert, Jesus Christ. How do I explain it?
He
doesn't really give out good information.
no.
He just kind of says what he sees, which is completely pointless because we can see it.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Does that quite often. And doesn't really give good information, whereas Kravitz, like recently, he explained the DAS system very well.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't know exactly how DAS works, and then I watched his video, and now I understand it very well.
The car ahead is coming to fit the mediums.
When Palmer does
Car
his
ahead,
analysis, he
they're
picks
running
out things that you
medium
don't actually, sometimes you don't spot.
He picks out things that actually, you know, most channels don't pick out, like Sky don't pick out. Channel 4.
I think one thing as well that Palmer has, which not many pundits now have, is that Palmer actually has experience driving this generation of Formula 1 cars. I think that's a massive difference.
Oh, it's huge.
F1 cars change so much over time.
Martin Brundle, Nico Rosberg, but they've been out of F1 for some time, especially Martin. So, if anyone's going to have a better understanding of these generation of cars, it's Palmer.
Yeah.
Okay, gap ahead is 11.4 seconds.
I feel like he's not biased.
No.
He's quite. He's not biased towards anyone or anything.
He was talking about Kevin Magnussen because
Should have not been a penalty, and so on and so forth. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say he was top. Oh no! Oh no! Oh bollocks!
Your front wing is damaged. Expect a lot of understeer
Oh,
unless we replace
that's
it.
my
Check
race.
your MFD
Fucking
for a new
ruined.
strategy option.
You crashed.
I have, yeah. I am.
Damage. Oh.
I'm going to make the diplomatic decision for a couple of reasons. A, I have no pace. B, this is an old enough engine as it is. I'm going to retire. I feel like that's a good move to make. No, just for this race.
Okay.
Do you think it's the right decision? I mean, I'm going to have to pit for a front wing. I'm going to be 30 seconds behind the next car.
I thought you were using old engine parts.
Some of them
Is
were
it just
old.
the engine?
Some of them are old, some of them are newer. The gearbox I haven't changed. There's quite a still few engine parts that I'm going to have to use for upcoming races. So,
If you definitely think you're going to finish last, you might as well retire.
yeah. Russell's in 19th. We just don't have good race pace. We've both been slipping back during the race, and I don't know if you saw the crash, but I went on to... I think I took a bit too much curb, put the throttle on, and went spinning into the wall.
Ah.
To be fair, it's the first mistake I've made like that all season, so... in a race anyway, so... you know... it's a learning curve. First bad race I've had for Williams, really, I'd say, so... yeah, it is what it is.
Ferrari have really pulled it out
Who's
of the
won the
bag.
race?
It's a great win.
Yeah, because I'm not a
Anthony
cheat.
Davidson
Oh, Vettel's won again.
were able to set themselves apart today.
Well, I honestly
God,
feel
crying
it's down to
out
the
loud.
driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere.
Surely not even Vettel can mess this up from here.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix.
Can we rack it on the
And there's
attack? I
certainly
just
a team
crashed.
that know what they're doing.
Even worse for Mercedes, they're not on the podium again. It's a Ferrari 1-2 with Alex Albon third. Mercedes need to upgrade their car. They seem to be lagging behind a bit. Vettel got fastest lap as well, to add an extra point to his total. Not really needed it.
I don't know how much like content that Codemasters have added onto career mode, but say Vettel wins the championship, do they announce he's won a 5th title, for example?
I think they might just say I'm not too sure. I think they've done some things, so I'm not actually sure. Also, I've not done a full season of this before, so I'd be interested to see what they do. But yeah, they might do something.
It'd just be nice to like say, oh, he's a 5th-time world champion now, blah blah blah, and just add the tally.
I'm sure on one of the F1s quite recently they did like, I mean, Lewis Hamilton won a championship, and it's like, oh, it's another world championship for Lewis Hamilton. So it's sort of referenced, obviously.
It wouldn't be that hard for them to do. It's just like, just get them to say, oh, it's a 5th title for so and so, 6th for so and so.
Tough one to choose here, Snake, but give us your driver of the day. I'm guessing it's not going to be me.
Well, you retired. So
Well, Williams, the Williams finished at the back. That looks a lot more realistic than normal.
What do you think? It's quite tough.
Charles Leclerc?
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one.
Well done, Charles Leclerc. That's a good
Charles
drive.
Leclerc, driver of the day.
Yeah. I mean, the two Hasses made good gains, but they still didn't get in the points, so I can't really give it to them. Oh,
Tell
dear.
you what, though, if you retire in your final race, I'll make you driver of the day.
Yes!
That's a popular option.
The Hulkenberg way.
And Kubica, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, Vettel's now 49 points ahead in the championship. In fact, if anything, Hamilton's going to come under threat from Leclerc soon. It's getting away from Mercedes, this championship. I'm down to 9th below Lando Norris, who got points. Albon's back above Verstappen. And in the Constructors, we're still 5 points ahead of Williams. Toro Rosso, sorry. We are Williams.
One thing for Mercedes is, which is very unlike them, is their reliability.
Yeah, and they could not win, might not win the Constructors as well, which is unbelievable to think. Yeah, Ferrari's reliability has been pretty good as well, and can't really remember them having any issues. Vettel might have retired from one race, but that's about it, really.
Yeah, F1 Drive to Survive in 7 days.
Contract negotiation, what a perfect time to have it.
Your value should be really high though, compared to where it was.
Yeah. I'm happy to keep the objectives the same as what they are. I might just try. Okay, they want me to finish 16th qualifying and race 15th. I'm more than happy with that because we've got some upgrades coming. Could try and get extra resource points bonuses. Oh, it's just a bit too much.
Let's try something else.
I don't mind dropping this down. It's, you know, a simultaneous development thing, because like I don't need to have that many upgrades per department. 3 upgrades per department is okay. That's not going to be an issue. So if I can get that. Yep,
right,
there we go. I've got the maximum amount of resource point bonuses. Got a qualifying race 1 position higher, which isn't, like I said, that's fine. That's not like unrealistic. We are progressing, so. And to be fair, the next 2 tracks are Spa and Monza, which should suit our car a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check. Obviously, I'm not gonna do what I did last time. You know, I did before I did anything at Monaco. I took grid penalties, which turned out to be a mistake because I actually had pretty decent pace at Monaco. But I'm gonna do a few laps around Singapore, and if we are struggling for pace, I'm gonna take an extra bits again, I think. Can order a new gearbox as well, which is nice. Right, so we're going to fit that new engine part. We're going to go back to that engine part. We'll stick with that. Go with that. Stick with that, and we'll go with that. There we go. And let's advance to Spa.
Oh, sorry.
Go to jail. What?
Go to jail? Who is it? Adrian Sutil?
Max Mosley.
Ouch.
You know the Beyond the Grid podcast? They're fun at work.
Yes. They are really good.
They had the guy in who does the questions in a commentary box. Says he's got a few more recorded. Do you know who his next guest is?
No.
Flavio Briatore.
Right. Okay.
I remember when he was on Top Gear trying to coach James May around Monaco. Jesus Christ. That was a bit better, wasn't it? Jesus Christ. Wow, I get extra 500 resource points if I qualify 16th or better in the next 2 race weekends. I mean, if I don't get that, I'll be disappointed.
Yeah, it's really great podcasts out there that Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton ones I really enjoy. Martin Brundle is good.
I think Montoya did one that I listened to as well, because obviously he was the reason I got into F1. He's quite a character.
Did he do one with Ricardo?
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah.
He did one with K-Mag, but I haven't listened to that one yet.
It's gone to the point where he's like interviewed a lot of them now.
Yeah, a lot of the current.
Yeah, he's going to struggle to make more podcasts unless if they reintroduce somebody back.
Yeah. Wow, well, look at development. We're now for bottom. We're above Toro Rosso. Get in. Red Bull have actually introduced an upgrade for Spa. Mercedes haven't done anything. They could really be in trouble here. Although Spa's a very different sort of track to Hungary, so they might fare a bit better. It's all closing up to McLaren, Haas and Racing Point. And Renault have got an upgrade too. But yeah, we're right in there now, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we should be in a Good spot. And it's another dry weekend. We're not having a lot of rain either. To be fair, based on how I did in the wet conditions at France, that might be a good thing.
Yeah.
Now, the last time I drove an F1 game, I think it was F1 2018 or 2017, you might remember it as well. Do you remember going for a Rouge was a nightmare?
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session.
Wet, yeah.
Nothing you need to worry about.
Oh,
As
it
we
might
have
be
some
in the
new
wet,
parts,
yeah.
we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
In the dry it was fine, but in the wet condition, oh my god.
Yeah, and it was like trying not to crash every time you went for a Rouge.
If you turned your car just a little bit, you could
Too
easily
vigorously. Oh yeah.
You had to be gentle.
And if you lose a Rouge, there's no regaining control.
The best you can do is slow down. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. We had that tragic event at Eau Rouge last year. Sadly lost one of F2's brightest talents. And potentially the career of another F2 driver as well. I do worry one day that they'll consider that Eau Rouge too dangerous and they'll try and change the track. I hope not.
For me, it wasn't Eau Rouge itself, it was just an unfortunate incident, because really it could have happened anywhere. It's just the fact that a car crashed into another car.
Yeah, there's nothing any driver
Which is
could
why
have
I
done.
don't think they looked at the track and went, okay, we can't have Eau Rouge anymore. Because we've seen drivers crash at Eau Rouge, but fine. It was actually just like crashed into each other. Was although I do feel like they should put something there. I feel like they should have gravel traps there or something, because you can't have cars spinning out of control back onto the track.
Well, that was the thing, because it was tarmac runoff, there was nothing to slow Hugh Bear down.
No, it was almost essentially back on the track.
Yeah. People talk about grass or gravel being dangerous, but I think it was more dangerous in that instance not having it.
The thing is though, had it crashed, it's likely to be a gravel trap area.
Yeah.
And not back on the circuit where, 18 other cars are flying down. I guess that's another problem with Eau Rouge as well, is you can't see until you're at the very top of Eau Rouge.
No, it's so uphill.
Yeah. So as soon as you're up there, you barely have any time to see what's going on.
The television doesn't do it justice from what I've heard as well. Like, it's a really steep hill.
If you've played the F1 game, you can clearly tell. And I don't mean from the view that you're using right now. You need to check from
That's looking good. Now let's try for purple. You'll get a bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together.
It's that steep.
Well, we might be able to see it one day if we do go to the Belgian Grand Prix.
What, Sky?
Oh, oh my god. Yeah, Eau Rouge is difficult in the dry.
You've taken some minor damage.
Yeah, it's even better for me to know. I just need to go to the pits to repair my front wing, if that's okay. Unrelated, of course.
I just need to go to the back to the pits for some
set us back a little.
Oh, he just had to score, didn't he? Even Rooney scored a chipped penalty.
But it's a penalty.
Yeah,
It's
still the main headline. Despite the fact that Fulham equalised afterwards and it ended a draw.
Try to run it before the end of FP3. recap. So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 52.1.
Do they want to stop Wayne Rooney's dick anymore, or what?
Yeah, the grannies have got some competition. Don't know if that's a good or a bad result for Fulham. They needed to bounce back after, I'd love to mention this, after losing 3-0 to Barnsley last weekend.
They do.
I mean, Derby and Fulham drawing's not a bad result for Forest, you know. It means Derby haven't won, it also means Fulham have dropped points. So not a bad case for you. But obviously it's about Forest need to do something which they've struggled at times this season doing, and that's beating teams they should beat.
Yeah.
Although you did thrash Forest, not you thrashed yourself. You did thrash QPR at their ground.
Yeah. We're so good we can beat ourselves.
Right, I figured out the way to do a rouge, and that's with minimal steering movements.
I thought you were going to say, the best way to tackle a rouge is don't.
I've been considering it. We're only 3 weeks away from the start of the F1 season now. It's getting closer. I'm interested to find out what my work shift pattern is on the week of the Grand Prix. I really hope I'm not working in particular Saturday. Friday I won't mind so much, I'd just miss practice.
I'm going out tomorrow night.
Ooh!
I've been on a proper night out since New Year's Day. It's been a while. Mainly because I love weekends in.
You make your next night.
That, and usually when I like to go out, I usually like to go out somewhere different, like abroad or somewhere.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data.
The next night after tomorrow night might be in April in Barnsley.
It might be, yeah. It might be. Plus January, February is usually quiet for most people. Got no money, so people prefer just to stay in and chill out.
We can go to Opium if I can find it. No, I actually had a look on Google. No, I actually had a look on Google Maps. I think I know how to get there. If not, I can just get out my phone.
I'm still going to Google it myself.
That's why it doesn't exist, and I just dreamt it up.
Turns out Opium's a flower shop.
I was just in there raving. Like, you gonna buy some or not? I'll have another drink, please. We've got water. It's mainly for the plants, if we're honest.
Is it an indie bar?
It is.
Aha.
See, it exists.
What is an indie bar anyway?
Just plays indie music.
Okay.
Is your next question what's indie music?
Yes.
So if you think like Oasis, Arctic Monkeys, Green Day, certain songs like, do you remember that song? Chelsea Dagger, I think it's called. Yeah, so stuff, sort of that style of music really. I really like that kind of music personally, but it's not that I like about Opium. It's just the fact that it's just a nice, cool place to spend your night. I do like the music though. Plus I ain't...
Oh, feels like I'm actually there. What the fuck is that next to it? 3 Oz. 3 Oz? What was that?
No idea.
Sweet Sorrows. Remember that, Jake? It's next to Sweet Sorrows.
It's next to
And
Mount.
Argos.
It's next to Malm's Arrows. Remember, got it.
There's an Argos right next to it as well.
Oh yeah. So oh, yeah, I'm not entirely sure which Argos. Actually, I am. Yeah, yeah, I know where it is. It's actually near the Is it near Iceland?
I don't see it in Iceland.
It should be in Iceland near the Argos. If I'm thinking of the right one. Which I might not be.
What's that?
I didn't want to think it was you that lived here.
There's a place called Blue at the end of the road.
Yeah, that's not Iceland, mate.
Okay, see.
Oh, yes. It is not Iceland, you are correct.
Thank you. Not sure why I needed it pointing out, but...
And there's like a little, say alleyway, but
yeah, yeah.
it's like there's a few shops inside. 7 Days store.
It's good, man. I might, if you want, I might ask my sister to see if she wants to come out as well.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
About time she picked up this rum I bought her for Christmas, like, about a month ago now.
How is your sister anyway? Because I know you like. Does she like or
She lives with her boyfriend.
what in Barnsley as well?
It's kind of Barnsley, but it's like outskirts.
Right.
It's not like centre of Barnsley like I am. She's recently been promoted to manager at the place she works as well, so...
Oh wow.
Happy day, she's getting a lot more money now, and...
Nice one.
But I know she doesn't want to go out much in Barnsley anymore, but to be fair, it'll be in a while since she's gone out in Barnsley, so... I'm sure I can convince her.
Yeah. I mean, I've only ever gone for a night out in town with my sisters like twice. But they're much older than I am.
Yeah, I mean, my sister's younger than I am, but to be honest with you, she acts like she's older, so... And I'm the one who tends to get ID'd more often than she does. To be fair, she used to not get ID'd when she was like 16, so...
Why is that?
Because she looked older and she used to hang out with older people as well.
At least that's what you can say. Aha, look, we're younger than you.
I'm about to beat my qualifying objective.
It's the best thing about, you know, like siblings. It's like claiming that you're the youngest.
Yeah.
Good lap. We've hit our primary target time.
I'm the middle child out of my brother and my sister.
I'm the youngest out of the 4. 3 half sisters. I think the oldest is about 33 now. Yeah, something like that.
There's not really much age difference between between like my brother's 2 years older than me, and sister's 2 years younger than me.
Leclerc.
I couldn't find the Iceland jigs. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think I've got mixed up.
Let's have your take on
It bodes well. It bodes well.
How do you feel about this team's
How do you feel?
performance this season?
How do you feel about Renault's performance this season? That's a random question. I think the drivers have been working wonders with what they have to drive. Renault rep decreased.
You left a lot of paint on the walls today.
You left a lot of paint on the walls today.
Or
What?
did you just misjudge some corners?
I don't remember hitting anything. Maybe I need to watch the replay. Williams rep decreased. What? I didn't hit anything. Okay, actually, I did crash it over Rouge, didn't I? Yeah, I kind of tried to block that out of my memory. I figured out how to do a Rouge now. It's a bit like driving it in the wet in previous things. You've just got to not put loads of steering movements in.
Yeah, just take it easy.
Yeah, you got, as Mika would say, you gotta relax. Take it easy. If that doesn't bring in the viewers, I don't know what will. Right, more resource points, don't mind if I do. What's my name? Don't mind if I do. Oh, an engine power upgrade for Monza. Don't mind if I do. Engine upgrade failed. No! Right, qualifying for Spa. I think I'm showing pretty decent pace here, so hopefully a good qualifying. I need to qualify 16 for better, to be fair, so that's should be able to do that. Just realised we're like less than 2 months away from
It's
that Easter weekend. It feels a lot further away.
Long straights,
Actually less.
up and downhill. Eau Rouge
Yeah.
as well. This track isn't for the faint-hearted.
One more week in February. All of
Now then,
March, and then about a week in April. So it's a month and a half, really.
Sweet.
Like about 7-8 weeks.
Should be good.
Yeah, I can't wait. You know how much I love travelling, so. Nice.
I mean, I was gonna say, I mean, Barnsley's not quite as glamorous as some of the places you're going to, but yeah.
I won't call Benidorm glamorous, but it is nice.
I like how
It's
that's I like how that's what you picked out of.
It's different.
That's what all I hear from the opposition fans when I hear chanting from Oakwell is, Barnsley's a shithole, I wanna go home.
Did you say that? I actually thought Preston was worse.
Yeah, I can. I think the better parts of Preston are alright, but there's a lot of not so good places in Preston.
The worst I've been to is Colville. It's hardly anything.
It suits Stig. I mean, Stig hit.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 pubs. Quiet as well.
Yeah, it's good. It's good when the person. Well, it's good for the person who doesn't want to go to clubbing, which he didn't. So.
See, I like clubbing. I don't like really hard clubbing. Like,
Yeah.
you see, like those sort of clubs went to 2 people standing next to each other. DJ club, party, so the pain.
Oh yeah. I
everywhere.
got invited to.
Festival.
I got invited to a few of those like phone parties, and I just didn't. I wasn't interested.
Like, I'm not.
don't like that sort of
No.
to me, that's hard probably. I'm
No.
more relaxed, dancing, chat.
I think opium will suit you.
Yeah. It's more relaxed.
Much better.
Better dogs like that. That's not. It's like a whole range of it.
If I had to say, like, I don't know what to compare opium to. I'd say it's a bit like the atmosphere of Rock City combined with sort of the space of Warehouse, but it's not as crowded as Warehouse. It's a little bit. There's a bit more space than there was in Warehouse.
Yeah, it's like, so long as it's not so busy that we've ever queued in 20 minutes for a drink and we're having to shuffle away.
No.
Some places just can't be like that. I fucking hate those places.
No, it's not too bad for that. It's free entry as well.
Sweet. Although I would have been like, a fiver? Fuck that!
Well, it's funny you mention that because it's actually 25 quid.
It better be good if it's 25 quid.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
It's 25 quid, I would never set foot in it.
I expect a lap dance for 25 quid.
Well, I mean, I'm not that flexible, but I'll give it a go.
And on that bombshell joke.
I'm sorry, you just set me up to say that. I was just like...
Never mind. Oh, it's not far from that opiate place. It's not far from the gym group, so obviously you don't recognise this area.
Oh, ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Someone did a funny.
That one was free, I'll let you have that.
Thanks. Oh, I am driving like a beautiful person around Spa. This is more like it. Approaching the final corner, brake. Oh, what a lap this is. P3!
Nice.
I probably will go out again just because I have another set of softs to use. We might as well, but I'm not sure I can go any quicker.
Are you still using your old engine parts?
No, I've got...
Changed it?
Yeah, I changed them. Got to change them for Spa. I was gonna use my old engine parts, I'd be stunned. If you were quicker than me, Leclerc and Hamilton. I'm just ahead of 4th place man Sergio Perez. Vettel's 7th, Lewis Hamilton 2nd. This could be a big moment.
190.6 miles per hour.
Grosjean 18th, Magnussen 20th. Ha ha ha.
Okay, so opium's not really that far from
No.
bars we went to.
No, so it's all in the general area. Oh, that's the one good thing about Barnsley. Like, a lot of people debate if it's a good night out or not, and there's arguments for and against. But the one good thing it has is that everything's close proximity.
There's so many banks in one area.
Which is funny because one thing.
And betting shops.
Put the betting shops right next to the banks. That's genius, that is.
It is really. It's like Paddy Power. And then the banks you've got like Halifax, NatWest,
Lloyds. There's also lots of Gregs.
Was it TSB as well? Gregs.
Tons of Gregs. One that's open. One of them, but one of them that's open 24 hours. You may remember.
Yeah, we might need to go to a 24-hour Gregs, just
Well,
because the team doesn't have one.
Well, we've got a McDonald's as well. Which we went to last time.
Yeah, we could order that. Gregs.
I don't know if you'll still be able to order McDonald's at that time, to be fair.
Well, the McDonald's that I can order in Nottingham now is available till 4 in the morning.
Tell you what, oh, Leclerc's gone back onto pole. I am pushing everything to try and find a ridiculous lap time. I've gone purple in the middle sector. Oh, I've dropped down to 6th. Everyone's improving.
Say if we really struggle to find Urbio, I don't think we will.
No.
We'll just get a taxi and be lazy.
I was lazy. Yeah, that's a good point.
We're very happy with
Say
that
that
position.
you can't find
Well
it,
done.
you know, after a couple of drinks and like, where is it?
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin,
5th on the grid, come on.
those who will be fronting
Yes.
the grid: Leclerc, Hamilton, and Sebastian Vettel. Well, that
Well
wraps
done.
up qualifying, but
Cheers,
don't worry,
man.
we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the
Just
Grand Prix.
behind Perez.
Perez got 4th.
Yep. Red Bull's pace has vanished. I guess this isn't really their sort of track. The Williams is, like I said, the Williams suits this track because even Russell's like 12th. Mercedes look better, but Hamilton and Vettel are right next to each other. Haas are nowhere. I'll be 4 seasons in and I'll be like, Haas are struggling. Gonna hate them forever.
Just next season, just say, Grosjean is the world champion.
I just want to thank Marcus Ericsson. I'm ready for the race. Let's do it.
Alright, I think we can call that a successful qualifying.
I think we can call that a
Should be in
successful
with a good
qualifying.
chance
You're
in the
quite
race.
right. Well, another 2 of those like behind closed doors darts events this weekend. Can Van Gerwen finally win something this year?
In the 48 races held at Spa between 1950 and 2015,
I think he could do winning one of these little events this weekend. The fact he's attending them says it all. He wouldn't usually. I feel like he'd have dropped out one of them by now.
Expect the unexpected here. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking
desperate
up
to get a
after
win.
yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton.
Please say Perez has got a
As we
grid
continue
penalty.
through the rest of the
Damn
grid
it.
today, we have Vettel, Perez, the scientist, and Bottas.
The scientist, I really need to change that.
Raikkonen, and Lance Stroll, Fiat, Russell, Daniel Ricciardo, and Sainz.
The scientist.
Giovinazzi, Pierre Gasly, and Kevin Magnussen. Grosjean and Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid.
Oh, Lando Norris
Now
has got a
it's
grid
time
penalty,
to
as has
head down to the
Grosjean.
track.
means I like physics, biology, and chemistry, I guess.
Brake early for turn 1 as the pack's gonna bunch
Whatever
up.
that means.
There's plenty of runoff if things get too close.
Right, going on softs for 5 laps and then mediums for 6. Let's do it. Right, 5 lights. And away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. A race that we often tend to watch together for some weird reason. Oh no, Bottas is alongside me going up to a Rouge. No. I am backing out. I was ahead of Bottas going into a Rouge, but I still did. I'd rather back out than go side by side for a Rouge with somebody. So I'm down to 6. Speaking a little bit about Williams, would you say it was a good week for them?
Compared to last year.
Just in general, do you think they'd be happy with this week? Do you think they look in a better, much competitive position?
I haven't really heard much.
Okay, we're through the start phase. Now let's build on it.
It looks good. It's a lot better compared to last year.
I really hope for Russell's sake, but he has a car that he can at least compete with. No! No! Oh my god!
Okay, the safety car is out.
There's a safety car!
It is out.
Caused by me, but...
Reduce the pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
I'm going to try and go on mediums to the end of a race. This could actually work for me. My race isn't... Oh, teammates in the pits. I'm so sorry, George. I have to pit. I have no front wing. I'm guessing he's trying to get to the end, I suppose, on a fresh set of tyres.
Go, go, go. You'll be racing on the exit. Complete. Go now.
But...
That was our last stop. No more
Yeah.
scheduled pit stops.
Thanks to all that, I'm still in 10th. I haven't really lost out.
Your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Didn't realise I'd gone past the safety car there. Thankfully I was allowed to. I'll tell you what, with the other drivers having not pitted, I'm not in a bad position here. Me colliding with Verstappen could be the best thing that happens to me this race. Not that I planned it, but...
I never crashed into a car in Monza and went flying across chicanes and ended up in first place. Spun in directions. That's like...
I was a bit lucky there as well, because I span right back out into the track and collided with another car that easily could have been my wheel off. I don't think the incident was my fault though, to be honest. It was just one of those. It's tough to go side by side through some corners of this track.
Did Ericsson do it?
Okay, slow
He
down,
did.
slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce
I can't
your
believe
pace.
it's taken me to cause a multi-car pile-up for a safety car to come out. It exists. Oh, the drivers ahead haven't pitted. They actually did. This race could be a very weird order, you know. If he drives behind me going to the end, which I'm planning to do, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but I have half a chance of winning this. Thanks to my own crash. Stole a shot to you of safety car.
Sometimes you have luck, sometimes you don't.
I felt like I got a bit unlucky at Hungary, so... And at France as well. I remember France, like, things just didn't work out with the timing of the weather. Gotta be careful because I did have a moment on the curbs on that one where I nearly span, and that's what actually meant I was behind Verstappen in the first place. I've got good pace in the middle sector, I don't need to push it that much. Stay behind Norris. I designed this car myself. It's broken!
It's broken.
Beep, beep, beep. Safety car's in this lap.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay
I was going to overtake
until the green
everybody.
flags.
Thanks, Jeff. I've got Grosjean behind me. Great. When are they going to put down? That's a question. Oh. What? Really?
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Really? That's bullshit, man. The only person who I really affected was myself. Because I've got minor from wing damage, not like bad or else so I should be fine, but... No, Hash, you are not going past me, you can piss off.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Oh. Oh, don't, Jake. Stop it. Okay, Norris, that's a bit... I know, I did a great overtake on you. It was need to be that salty. What a move. So, do you think our 5-second time penalty was fair?
I didn't see it happen.
Basically, we were restarting and everyone massively slowed down and I slightly tapped the back of Norris. Gave myself front wing damage, did nothing to Norris. And got a 5-second penalty.
That's very harsh.
If I'd have like spanned Norris round or something like that, I could understand it, but I didn't.
It didn't affect Norris, did it? So...
No, the only person affected was me.
Keep going though, man.
Well, I mean, hopefully with everyone still having to pit, there's still a bit of hope. I think everyone still has to pit anyway.
We're leading our teammate by 3.0 seconds.
I'm in a good spot here as well, if I can just put the good laps in. Oh, Jake, stop it. That is a brilliant overtake on Alex Albon round the outside. Of Williams go round the outside, round the outside. Sorry, Eminem. Just ruined one of your songs. You know what you need to do, Snake? You need to play party playlist.
That's not.
Play party playlist.
The time front is 3.6 seconds.
Play party playlist. What's my name?
Did you know? Play party playlist. I'm glad you came.
I like pigs. They roll their poo. Let it pick it.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
They make bacon! What a waste of 20 quid.
Prawn quacker.
Virgil and Albin are battling behind me. It's been such an eventful race in terms of penalties and crashes. And still got no idea how it's going to end up because I feel like all the people ahead of me still need to pit. My tyre should be fine to the end, so as long as I don't bin it or do anything silly, in a good spot.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
You don't need your doodle sticks, so throw them away! And what can you get a good deal for? Any old shit! You heard him. Everyone's pitting? Yes! Well, nearly everyone.
Verstappen is stopping now.
Verstappen! What is the weirdest pronunciation I've ever heard of Verstappen, Jeff? I'm second! So third. I can't read. But I will be first once the other two pit. Well, Vettel is right behind. Well, pretty close. So I don't think I've got a chance to win now. That 5-second penalty, but still got a good chance of some good points. So there's like a stats site that does like average ratings for each player after each championship game. Do you want to guess which Forest player has the highest average rating out of 10?
Cash.
How did you guess? What a player. Well, if your two cars pick this end of this lap, I can actually say a Williams is leading a Grand Prix. Just ignore Vettel's 1.8 behind me. I'm winning! I can't believe it. I've just got both Ferraris right behind me.
seconds.
Oh my god, Leclerc. I was in first for 20 seconds.
There's 4 laps of fuel
With my
remaining.
5-second time penalty, there's no real point battling them because I don't want to lose myself too much time, really. I don't know if you'd agree that's the best way to approach it, but...
Yeah.
So if I start holding them up, I'll just end up creating a train and then I'll lose a bucket load of positions at the end. Just gotta just do my own thing, really. Luckily, I think Grosjean's holding up a train of cars behind the 2 Ferraris, so... At least Leclerc's beating Vettel, so Vettel's not winning. No change. A bit of a sound problem.
Got to somebody there because somebody's just brought it off a tub of margarine for
Cracker. Oh, Grosjean's holding the cars up behind a trait. I'm currently 4.2 seconds ahead of him. If I could just keep extending that, there's a chance of a podium here. Ferraris are just absolutely gone. Ferraris just gave me DRS. I love you, Ferrari.
We advise moving to mix 2. Fuel to mix 2.
Your internet seems better tonight.
Yeah, it's still on and off.
Could do this weather calm down. Weather's been crap for weeks now. I don't know what it's been like your way, but
It's been very windy.
yeah, that's never good. Never good for internet. That.
The gap to the car ahead is 2.5 seconds.
4.3 ahead of Grosjean. I need to do a bit better than that. 2 laps to go. I probably ruined Russell's chance of points because of holding him up when he pitted.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Sorry, George. I had to pit. I had front wing damage. I wasn't being a dick for once. You got any idea where you're going off to tomorrow night, or is it just see where the night takes you?
That's it, it's a thing. Michigan, Aussie Volvo.
Nah.
Like twice.
You'll probably be back home once fight starts. I think it's America, so probably about 4 or 5 AM.
I'm in it.
I'm starting to feel tyre wear now. I'm being closed in on by the cars behind. I'm just got to see what I can do, really. Once the penalty's been applied. If it wasn't for the penalty, I think I could hold on to third, and it's a bit annoying because I feel like the penalty is really harsh. But, to be fair, I got a lot of luck with the safety car, which I caused, so I suppose it evens out. Wasn't good for points though, which is looking at it, I should be able to get 5th. So that's a good result, really. That's a great result. That's a game for my team tomorrow, Barnsley. We need to get another win. Kevin Magnussen's out the race. Not the Haas I'd want to be out the race, actually, because Grosjean could do with Grosjean being out the race. But although Vettel's got faster slap, he's looking like he's going to lose out to his teammate here.
Our gap to the car in front is 8.0 seconds.
And it's Bottas that's just taken 4th off Grosjean, so I've no idea where Lewis is. His championship bid is falling apart. So we're not saying that in real life.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Moment of truth. Where am I going to finish? It's been a pretty chaotic race. There's been some moments of drama. A few dull moments as well. It's been a very weird race, actually. Seeing the safety car for the first time was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
Vettel gets fastest lap on the last lap, but it is Charles Leclerc who takes the win. And with my penalty applied, I finish 5th. I'll take that. It's a good result. It matches my best result of the season. Come on!
And here we
Cheers,
are,
man.
a team that is no stranger
That was a
to
very
the
weird
podium,
race, but I'm
taking
happy
their
to get.
place on top once again. Let's see how the driver standings have changed. Sebastian Vettel will be very happy with that result.
Well,
as he
Ricardo had a
extends his
penalty,
championship
Kvyat
lead.
had a penalty.
Let's focus
What
on
the
the
hell?
driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
It has to be said, Roman Grosjean
What
certainly
on
had my
earth
eye
is
today.
this
He made
stupid?
impressive gains during the race.
It's time to see how
Oh
things are shaping up.
my
In the
god.
Constructors' Championship, Ferrari
I don't know if
continued
you're
to
watching
extend
the
gap
stream,
at the
Snake,
top of the
but,
table. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress
I-
up the table.
No.
I'm equal parts
There's literally a
exhausted
full
and
page of
elated
5
with this
second
weekend
time
of Formula One.
penalties.
Be sure to join us for the next one.
I have no idea.
You were the only one that was punished.
Ricardo got a penalty for collision with me. I don't even know what happened.
Like, I didn't feel a thing.
Well, I know you're not watching the stream right now, Snake, but I think I could choose your driver of the day for you.
Go on then.
Unbelievably, it's gonna have to be Roman Grosjean.
Where did you
Started,
finish?
finished 4th, started 19th.
Okay.
I think that's
I
a
mean,
fair.
he's got to get driver of the day somewhere, hasn't he? So might as well be on a video game.
Yep. So the top 10: Leclerc, Vettel, Bottas, Grosjean 4th, me 5th, Stroll 6th, Hamilton 7th, Verstappen 8th, Ricciardo 9th, and Giovinazzi gets the final point. George Russell finished 16th. Alex Albon finished 18th. And Perez finished 13th, way behind his teammate. It's fair to say it's looking pretty bleak now for Lewis. He's 62 points behind Vettel. And he's only 6 points now ahead of Charles Leclerc. Verstappen goes back above Albon, now go back above Lando Norris. Grosjean's up to 12th in the Drivers' Championship. And in the Constructors, we're up to 7th. Williams are tied on points with Renault. Ouch. Haas back up to 5th. And Ferrari now lead Mercedes by 81 points. Ferrari doing what we thought they would do after testing last year. And it gets even better for Ferrari because next race is at Monza.
Out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
Of course I'm happy.
It was more like
Dodgems than Formula 1 today, wasn't it? Even though I caused the crash, I'm going to say, you're right, it was like a fairground with all these clowns.
You're breaking all
Stop clowning around.
You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? That would be telling.
It must be gutting to miss out on a podium due to penalties.
Response.
It must be disappointing to miss out on a podium due to penalties. Do you think that was a right...
Would it be 5? That would be telling.
Yeah, that would be telling.
I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah. God, that insults so bad. You know what you say, you are, what am I? And I've just basically criticised the stewards for their shocking penalty decision. And somehow that decreased my own team. I don't think they'll care. Finish 5th. Now I say you asked, what am I? That would be telling. Hey, party play.
I'm telling. It's such a
great work.
Exactly
the kind of result I'm looking for.
Well, that
Keep
would
it up.
tell
Looks
it.
like one of your rivals.
I just saw it, but that's such a bad response, I'm going to say it.
This could be a good opportunity to play up your rivalry for the press and expand your reputation.
Let's just advance to Monza and see what's been done.
Might as well have said something like, dogging's for life, not just for Christmas.
I might as well have said play party playlist. It's a bit unrelated, but still. You must be happy with that win today, Drake. Play party playlist. What are you talking about?
Yeah, how did you feel after that victory? Well, I will tell you, but that would be telling.
Don't you think your driving was a bit reckless today? Well, anyway, I said you are, but mine. Well, you didn't. It wasn't a very good drive for me today, was it? That wasn't a very good drive for me today, was it? Stop hitting yourself. I knew that was going to happen. The engine power upgrade for Monza's failed. Crap. Oh, I've got an important message around next year's regulations. I've got my eyes on some proposed regulation changes for next year. From what I can tell, there's a fair amount of support from the powers that be, so I expect them to get voted through. The changes are going to hit more or less every area of the car in minor ways, but the result from our perspective is that the work we've done on reliability and durability is going to be thrown into chaos. Until we have a firm specification for next year, I recommend investing resources into other areas of the car. Okay. Whatever that means. Red Bull are now above Mercedes. Ferrari are pulled further clear. So there's going to be some regulation changes next year which might shake up the order. But yeah, that was a great race at Spa, and that's a nice way to end off this live stream. I'll be back tomorrow because I'm loving this game right now. Until then, it's goodbye from me. Bye.
Bye bye.